So because I'm able to get up every day to do what I want to do the career that I have signed up to do, and I'm happy with it, that's what keeps me going, not knowing that I got to be at work or I have to go show this house at 10 a.m. because I have to go do it. Hey, this is Reshad House with the House Realty Group, and you are tuned in to Next Level Learning. Getting into real estate, it was always something that I was interested in since I was younger. I just never knew how to get into it. So I wasted about 4 years of my life going to college, getting me a degree from Georgia State University. But a friend of mine actually got licensed, and I was like, yo, bro, like, tell me, how did you get into real estate? What was that process like for you? And he told me, all thing you had to do was sign up for like a $500 class with Barney Fletcher Schools, pass the class with a 75 or higher, take the state exam, pass that again, and then boom, you got your license. But it wasn't easy for me to get started in it. Like at the time when he told me about it, I was still in college. I was a senior in college, about to get ready to graduate. I was working a full-time job at UPS, working some crazy hours. So it wasn't easy for me, but at the same time, for me, it was something that I really wanted to do, and working for somebody for the rest of my life really wasn't the goal for me. I knew I wanted to figure out a way out to how I can be my own boss, how I can control my income and things like that. So getting into it, like I said, I went to college, I studied while I was in college, even while I was pledging and working a full-time job. But then as soon as I got out, I had to put in the work. I really had to discipline myself to get back into it, really study the material, and really make sure I had the content, the education behind how I get my license and pass my exam. Well, the family and my friends definitely were in support of me pursuing my real estate career, but at the same time, because I had some connection to different resources inside the company that I was working for, most people thought that I was crazy or insane to even give up the salary or the connections that I had to pursue a career that really wasn't guaranteed any income. But even though it was going to be a challenge for me to really step outside of my comfort zone and pursue this career, I knew I had the drive, and I knew that I had what it takes to get to what I wanted. And I wasn't going to let a job or what anybody else who was, giving their opinion on the outside stop me from actually pursuing this goal. Yeah, most people's objective when they get into real estate is, hey, I want to sell $1 million houses. I want to work with celebrities. I want to do this. I want to do that. But for me, I really wanted to just sell houses. It wasn't even about necessarily the price point or the celebrities or whatever, that they have out there. But for me, when I got started, fortunately, I did know celebrities. I already had some of them in my back pocket. So when I was going out, getting my name out there, saying, hey, this is what I do. I'm looking into real estate. Can you help me, get started? Jacquees reached out, his family reached out to me and said, hey, he's looking for a house. Can you help us? And so that was really my first transaction, really was being able to help him get the house that, that he's in right now. And then when he did it, it made headways across a bunch of social media platforms, websites, different things like that. And it really helped position me now for the other celebrities that I was able to work with in the last 3 years that I've been in business. But just being able to get out here and network and just talk to people in general and really continue to put my name out there, it pretty much speaks for itself. People, they see my Instagram profile, they find out who I've worked with, or just see me around different people, and they say, hey, I wanna work with Reshad. I had to learn the hard way, celebrities, you're somebody to them that they're trusting for you to help, get them a house or whatever. But at the same time, you also gotta remember, you're a professional in the industry that you work in, and they're trusting you with a whole lot. So, I will say, I'd admit to it, early on, I did kind of overstep my boundaries becoming friends with quote-unquote celebrities, but at the same time, I had to remind myself, this is my job, and you're a dime a dozen. They meet people all the time. So if celebrities is the market that you want to go after, don't go into a thing that you're going to be friends with these people through the process and afterwards. It could happen, but don't have that this is my friend mentality, or I'm going to make a bunch of money off of them, because at the same time too, they can smell if you only want money out of them. That's something that anybody can tell. If you're just trying to sell them a house to make the money, they'll know if you know what you're talking about. They'll know if you're really trying to work in their best interest, or if you're just doing it just for the internet clout. I enjoy the experience of looking with the clients, because you're able to look at different houses and really really figuring out what it is that they're looking for. Because a lot of times the buyer doesn't even know what they're looking for when they're looking, but at the same time, everybody wants the hardwood, the granite countertops, the whites, the stainless steel, this, that, and the third. But what they also got to understand is what you're looking for, is that in your price point? And if it's not in your price point, what can we do once we actually find a house that at least has the bones that you're looking for? It may end up being a project where you may have to renovate the kitchen as soon as you move in, or change the bathrooms, or the house may not be exactly what you want, but just being able to walk inside with that client, and then they feel, hey, this is my house, I like this house. It has this, but it doesn't have this, but it's mine. I like it, I can change it. versus it being people that are just like, hey, I gotta have this, I gotta have that, because sometimes, like I said, what you're looking for may not be out there. Honestly, just being me, being that I worked for a company where I had to manage different personalities, really having to figure out how I can talk to this person, this type of person, to where I'm not, making myself feel superior to anybody else, understanding where they're coming from and really being relatable to that person has helped me be able to continue to grow my business. But then just word of mouth, people knowing who I am, being friends with me and knowing what my true personality is. A lot of people will put my name out there to help me get more business. Some quick advice that I would give to anybody looking to get started in real estate. First, find you a good mentor, somebody who you can bounce ideas off of, or if you have any questions, you can call them when you need them answered. Two, make sure you learn the contracts. At the end of the day, this is a legal document and you want to make sure that you can articulate what information that your clients will be signing off on. Third, make sure you get as much continuing education as you can early on. Make sure you learn the business. Fourth, if you don't have a mentor, find you a coach, somebody who can hold you accountable for your goals that you said that you have set, who can help get you to the next level. In my experience of working with celebrities in my 3 years in real estate, some things that I've learned is, for one, they're not your friends. At the end of the day, they're hiring you to be a professional for a business transaction, and they want to make sure they're hiring somebody that they know, that they like, and that they can trust. Secondly, make sure that you maintain that confidentiality, because at the end of the day, nobody wants somebody to be spending their business telling them how much money they're spending on the house, or where this person's buying their house at, because at the end of the day, you want them to refer people to you, and you want them to be able to say, this person didn't tell anybody anything about my transaction. And lastly, I would just say, be you.